What's up, guys? This is Kaipo Villeza, and you're watching Bolero's Lifestyle.
Guys, we actually have Bolero's Lifestyle exclusive under our series, which is called Pinoy Prodigies. We're not just featuring homegrown talents, but also talents that are all across the country or all across the globe. Especially now, we do have our guest and special guest. He is like a pound per pound king with regard to playing basketball, and he's none other than Kaipo Villeza. How are you doing?
Doing well, sir. How about you?
First and foremost, thank you so much for um, accepting my invitation, bro. It's been a pleasure for me. Don't worry. It's been an awesome experience speaking to you in DMs, but pretty excited to talk to you in Zoom as well. So
Good.
let's begin. How did you start playing basketball, by the way?
Um, I started at a pretty young age. I have an older sister, about 6 years older than me. And my dad was her coach and pretty much her trainer. So early on, I was bouncing around from gym to gym, and it was pretty much just natural for me to pick up on it. And my sister and I were really competitive in the backyard, and I think that's where I got a lot of my competitive edge and
Oh,
drive from.
all
Um,
right.
I would say it wasn't really like forced on me, but I was definitely around it a lot, and it just came naturally.
For sure, a lot of NBA people experience that, like Cheryl Miller and Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
If you got to get to know their stories as well. So it's like a sibling rivalry with regard to Dwayne Wade's as well. So, but how are you during this pandemic?
It's been an interesting pandemic for sure. Starting off, we were pretty locked down for a while. I was just kind of working out at home, and finally I got blessed enough to be in a gym, and just took whatever opportunities I could get to be in a gym, and whatever opportunities I could get to be in a weight room. Other than that, I was running a lot on my own, running hills, running stairs. But now I pretty much have access to a gym whenever I can get in, and it's definitely improved. So there's really no excuse for me not to be getting my work in.
All right, it's actually great to hear because here in the Philippines we do have a lockdown again.
Yeah,
We're in
I
a
heard.
hard lockdown, so it's quite strict. Even the professional leagues here in the Philippines. So, with regard to this one, where did you play high school or grade school?
So I went to high school at Whittier Christian High School, technically in Orange County, and that was a fun experience. Played against a lot of really good talent, um, talent that actually ended up in the NBA as well. And so that was a fun experience. We weren't too bad. We went 17-10 my last two seasons, and made it to the playoffs. So it was we were good. We were solid.
Oh, I see, I see. Speaking of NBA talents, whom have you played against with?
Um, in that league, we had Benny Boatwright, who went to USC, and then ended up he just got some time with the Grizzlies not too
Uh,
long ago. I think he's in the G League right now. And then Tyler Dorsey went to Oregon. I think he was actually also on the Grizzlies for a little bit. He might have gotten traded to another team, but I know he's playing professionally as well. So those were the two big names that were in my high school league.
I see. All right. So, Kai, Kaipo? Where are you currently playing right now?
So I'm done. I'm actually I had an interesting college career, but um, started off at Fuller or my college career. I started off at Fullerton Junior College, which is a 2 year pretty much program, and then was blessed enough to go to the 4 year level. After my first year at the 4 year school, I was actually planning on transferring, but there was an issue with getting my release papers, which you need to transfer. So then ended up not being able to transfer for the next season, and then that's when I started looking into playing in the Philippines, and then the pandemic hit. So there's just a lot of detours with everything, but I'm pretty much done now. I might just do some school online um, to graduate with my bachelor's degree.
Oh, I see. I see. Good luck with your studies, and I know studies actually is going to be a priority for us
Yeah,
all.
most
So,
important to me for sure.
and by the way, how did you become immersed with the Philippine uh, basketball? So, who's the Filipino in the part of the family?
My dad's Filipino, and he would always kind of lightly like say it to me like, "Oh, you should go like try to play in the Philippines," but I don't think he really meant it too seriously, and I didn't really take it too seriously. I didn't really know about the opportunities in the Philippines for being Filipino. But I have some friends that are playing in the Philippines, and they made that move from like college to the Philippines. So um, that kind of just sparked my interest a little bit, and kind of started looking into it. But like I said, once the pandemic hit, uh, there was definitely like some detours. But I definitely had a lot of people helping me out, and then like I said, like with the few friends that I knew that were playing in the Philippines, definitely sparked my interest, and they helped me out a lot.
For sure, for sure. Maybe after the pandemic, you can actually DM me and you can actually go here and visit and play.
Yeah, great.
All right.
That was the plan originally, but yeah, detour.
All right. Everything has been affected of the pandemic, right? By the way, I had this curious question. Did you receive any offers from universities and colleges here in the Philippines, going in a one and done route? Because we do have that option here.
No, I didn't. Like literally, right when my interest like sparked, um, was literally like right when before the pandemic hit, and then playing in the summit, the Finland summit, kind of put me on the scene a little bit. Um, but no offers from that. Um, there's obviously still some paperwork stuff that I got to take care of to be able to play in a university, but um, currently working on that right now. So that's probably more the priority first.
For sure. But have you seen or watched any Filipino games in the PBA, especially the professional league?
Yeah, I've seen some full game footage of like the PBA D League, the NPBL, the PBA. I've watched pretty much all of it, a little bit of all of it. Um, and yeah, I mean, I can definitely see a difference. From the game in the States to the Philippines, and I've also been told just about the differences with uh, the physicality. The fill-ins may not be getting all the calls, but yeah, there's definitely a difference, and I think it's one thing to see it online, and one thing to actually experience it yourself.
By the way, I've seen while doing some research as well. I've seen some vlogs and videos about you being compared to one of the greatest films here in the Philippines. It's Jimmy Alapag. He's the might. They say that you're Mighty Mouse 2.0. So have you been or do you know him? Have
I
idea?
mean, don't know him personally, but no, I've definitely watched his game footage, and for them to even mention my name and his name in the same sentence is pretty crazy. That's obviously a huge comparison, but it's something I wouldn't shy away from to be like. Obviously, he's undersized and he can shoot the ball really well, and he has a great IQ, and that's something I feel like I'm really good at as well. Obviously, not on the same level, but I think I'm always improving. So. Um, I mean, I love the comparison. That's definitely a big goal to reach for.
Let's shy away a little bit about basketball, but
All right.
who is Kaipo Villeza um for the benefit of the viewers? Who is Kaipo Villeza outside the court?
I'm a pretty chill guy. I just like to have fun. I like to laugh. But when it's time to step in between the lines, I'm serious. But other than that, I'm just a pretty relaxed, calm dude. I just like to have fun and just um, just spend time with my friends and family. And pretty much it. I'm a pretty simple guy, pretty normal.
That's perfect. So, to all our viewers, quite get a glimpse of who is Kaipo Villeza. And to be honest, I'm really excited to actually see you hoop in the Philippines. I hope you continue to grind. And with regard to this one, who do you idolize in the NBA?
I'd say growing up, my favorite player was Steve Nash. That was someone I always watched all the time, and probably who early influenced me. I think now my favorite player to watch is Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving for sure. Those are just great guards that have a lot of confidence and a lot of composure. Um, those are probably the main ones. Gilbert Arenas has also been one of my favorite players growing up.
Yeah, Big Chill,
Yeah,
Agent Zero all the way.
yeah. I wore number 0 in college actually, for the reasons of Damian Lillard and Gilbert Arenas because those were some big influences for me.
Oh, you went Arizona, right? So, but
Yeah, yeah.
with UCLA, who do you root for there? Do you watch
Uh,
Lonzo? Is Lonzo
uh,
Ball your age?
yeah, we're pretty much the same age. He was a class behind me, but we're
Oh,
only months apart.
have you played against him in any other leagues?
I don't think I ever did. If we did play against each other, we might have been really young. But in high school, I never got the chance to play against him.
Have you competed in any other Phil-Ams there? I believe I don't know if you went against you're able to go against Kobe Paras if you've known him.
Uh,
Um,
I I didn't. I did play against Dwight Ramos. I played against David Morrell. Those are probably like the two bigger names that I played against as far as Phil-Ams. But yeah, I'm actually good friends with both of them.
uh,
So we're
Dwight
pretty much from the same area in Southern California.
Dwight
So
Ramos is pretty famous here in the Philippines,
yeah,
especially.
sure. Actually, I played
Uh,
against him in college when uh, before he went to Ateneo. When he was at Cal Poly Pomona.
all right, yeah, and David Morrell. To tell you some a little bit glimpse of his story, we do have our podcast and our show with other YouTubers, and I actually got the mock draft who will pick him in the professional league, and hats off to him is now in Meralco. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm happy for him for sure.
out of the box question, can you dunk?
Can I dunk? No, I've gotten close though. I've gotten close, and
Uh,
it's still a goal for me to get it. Um, yeah, I've gotten really close, but just haven't gotten it. And coming off surgery, I know it's going to be a little difficult, but I'm gonna be working.
no, speaking on that one, can you please tell us more about what happened?
Oh yeah, I was playing about 2 months ago, January 11th to be exact. Yeah, I was just playing, and it was just a freak accident. I jumped like laterally and kind of got tangled up in the air, and then my landing was just really bad. Ended up landing on someone's foot, and I broke my fibula and the deltoid. I tore the deltoid ligament in my ankle, so I had surgery about a week later, and then it's just been the road to recovery pretty much since.
All right, just keep the grind, all right, and not
Yeah,
rush into things. So I'll
yeah,
be rooting for you, as I've said. So, with regard to this one, what do you think is your strength in your game?
I'd say nowadays, just controlling the offense and facilitating, hitting open shots. I think my range and my defense, my on-ball defense, is something that can really separate me. But I think I'm like a low risk guy. I'm not always trying to make a home run play. I just like to get everyone involved and get the offense flowing. I think that's probably what my main strengths are nowadays.
You're pretty much a hybrid point guard. Had an old school game with regard to facilitating, and then deep range threes like Damian Lillard's.
Yeah, for sure.
And what do you think can you actually work on with your game? Add up.
Um, I mean, there's always room to get better in every area for sure. Um, I think just being an undersized guard, it's always important to just have your IQ stay sharp. Um, just because you're undersized, you always have to find ways to be creative and find ways to win. I mean, bottom line, at the end of the day, the main priority for me is winning over stats. So, um, whatever I have to do to figure out how to win, read defenses, whatever it may be. That's definitely what I try to accomplish on the court.
And do you still believe in this saying, defense, offense wins games and defense wins championships, especially nowadays that the game are changing?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just more focused on. I know that's not for, but I just say you just got to compete on both ends. Defense is definitely you're not going to win games. You're not going to go very far without being able to play defense. Your offense, I feel like it can only take you so far, but if you're not locked in on the defensive side, I don't think you can expect to win a championship.
For sure, for sure. And with follow-up question with that, championship or MVP?
Oh, championship for sure. That's like I said, winning's definitely the more important thing to me. I'd rather win. I mean, hopefully an MVP can come with the championship, but championship is definitely the main goal.
Okay, last possession. Clock winding down. Who will you pass the ball to? LeBron, Michael, or Kobe?
Oh man, uh, who am I passing the ball to?
Or are you gonna shoot it?
I mean, I always have the confidence in myself that I can hit big shots. I feel like I've done it before, but they've done it at a way higher level. So if we're in the NBA, then I'd probably have to go with Kobe just because that's who I grew up watching.
That's
Pretty much being
that's
from
the
that.
Michael Jordan of of
Yeah,
our generation,
I
right?
didn't get to watch Michael too much in his prime, or I didn't get to watch him in his prime at all. Obviously, I wasn't born yet, so I feel like it's only right that I say Kobe.
Okay, and thank you for answering all of my questions. And this is kind of unique. I've actually heard this question, but if you'll be given a wish from the basketball gods, which three skills would you want to acquire?
Um, are we like taking stuff from like NBA players or
Yeah,
something?
like something me, I'll be having a body of Dwight Howard, shooting or an IQ of LeBron and shooting of Curry.
Oh man, I feel like shooting like Steph is definitely one you gotta have. Man, uh, shooting like Steph, something with LeBron. I mean, LeBron does so much so well. I mean, I'd probably say LeBron's IQ is definitely one I would
Yeah.
have, and then maybe like I mean, I feel like my handle's okay right now, so I probably have to go with like Zach Levine's athleticism.
Whoa, yeah, yeah. It's pretty the hops, right? So
Yeah, I mean, if I
uh,
if you if I can shoot and then have that athleticism as well, I think it'd be pretty tough to guard.
perfect 2K player.
Yeah, I
All
wanted to go. I wanted to go with like Russ's explosiveness, but you can only choose three, so those are.
right. So going to my second to the last question. As you know, my channel is actually a lifestyle channel as well, and sneakers are actually binded with the basketball culture. Which is your all-time favorite sneaker?
Um, I probably say the Kobe fives.
Uh,
I need to get another pair, but I remember growing up, like when I was a little younger, having those. I had the Kobe Five All Stars,
the
and those
mids?
were they're like a reddish kind of color.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that was my favorite shoe for sure. They resell for a lot more expensive than
Especially with what
than
happened,
what
right?
they were. But yeah, that was probably my all-time favorite shoe. Low top, light,
Low
comfortable.
tops, low tops.
Yeah.
I've noticed some changes in the culture with Kobe, right? So with regard to that one, a lot of uh, players or hoopers are actually using low tops. And the this is my final question. Can you please describe yourself in one word and why?
Um, I probably say thankful. Just thankful for all the opportunities and recognition that I've gotten, especially over this past year with all the Philippines media. I'm thankful to be on this podcast with you. Just thankful for all the opportunities that have gotten me this far. Thankful for support system, my family, friends that have all just supported me and helped me get to where I'm at today.
All right, thank you. And I am so actually supposed to give you the stage to actually thank all of your supporters, and but
Oh,
but that's fine. I actually just wish you one thing. I wish
mhm.
you the recovery with regard to your injury. I know that you're keeping the hard work, and as we know, hard work pays off. And I wish you longevity in your career, especially with what you're planning. And if you go to the Philippines, and I hope to see you soon. And thank you for accepting my invitation to guest into my show. And to all our viewers, we already have a glimpse or a sneak peek with who Kaipo Villeza is. And just watch for succeeding videos. And I hope this would not be the last time Kaipo, so for our viewers' sake as well, because I'm planning to build a series with regard to this one.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
Thank you so much. And to our viewers, again, thank you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Bolero's Lifestyle. And if you just comment on their comment section if you have questions for Kaipo Villas, and I'm going to make sure that it will come to him. All right. So thank you so much. Have a